Okay, so one of the things that drives me crazy, and to be fair, a lot of things drive me crazy, but one thing that drives me absolutely mental is individuals who hide behind the guise of good intentions, who tear other people down to lift themselves up. The other day I was listening to an audio program from a self-help speaker, and this is a guy who I have a lot of respect for. I really enjoy his stuff. But he starts talking about when he's on the plane, he looks around at everybody, and they're watching the films, and that's because losers seek out entertainment, but winners seek out development. And of course, he's the one working, and he's the one seeking out development. So it's also a way to tell you what a winner is, but winners don't always have to tell you that they're winners because they're too busy engaging in the act of winning. We don't know anything about anyone on that plane. We don't know what their week was like. We don't know what their normal daily activities are. We are taking nothing but a snapshot. We don't need other people to be losers for us to feel like winners. And also, I suspect that what I'd like to propose to you in this video is it's not always about what we do, but how we do it and the intention, the why behind what we're doing. That really matters. For an example, back in 1986, there was a researcher by the name of David Snowden who conducted what is now the famous Nuns of Mankato study on a group of nuns in Mankato, Minnesota. When I say a group, 678 of them, ranging from ages 75 to 102. And what he noticed within that group, besides the fact that they would progress quite a bit in age, some of them demonstrated incredible mental acuity. And they were looking for correlations in this study to try to find clues as to what can stave off Alzheimer's and dementia. And they found a couple of things. There are a couple of variables that seem to correlate, like the amount of folic acid in the nuns' diets. But one of the things that was quite interesting is that the nuns who had the lowest incidence of dementia and demonstrated, even in advanced age, high levels of cognitive skill and mental acuity were the ones who had sophisticated language skills that came from not only a breadth of, or depth of knowledge rather, but a breadth of knowledge. So next time you want to watch the film, you don't have to feel guilty, but if you want to increase your level of enjoyment, as well as your level of development, use the acronym ACT to act upon what you're watching. So rather than just passively being entertained, we're dynamically engaged. So the A stands for active engagement. What exactly do you want to get out of the film you're watching or the novel that you're reading? Write down questions that you would ask the filmmaker or the author, even if they're dead and they're not even with us anymore. That novel, that film, that could be an active dialogue between you and the filmmaker or the author. Take notes when you're watching the film about what lessons you're learning, what inspires you, what insights are you extracting from the film that you could apply to the next component of this acronym, the C, contribution. Based on my level of active engagement, in what ways can I take what I'm experiencing and contribute it to the lives of other individuals? And finally, T, tactical engagement. In other words, what can I execute on within 24 hours so I could take everything I've received and give it away? Because if we make a habit of actively engaging, full on in everything we do, thinking about how we can contribute to others through everything we actively engage in, and then ask ourselves, what's the tactical engagement? What can I do within 24 hours to bring this to life, to contribute to somebody else and enrich them in some way, and by an indirect consequence, enrich my life as well? We're going to build a much different life than if we didn't have that level of intention behind what we're doing. So I would say yes to the next business book. Say yes to the next work project, the next science textbook, but also say yes to the next film, to the next walk on the beach, to the next museum visit, to the next compelling conversation you have in a coffee shop, and say yes to as many things as you can so that you fill your life with as many resources as you can so you can be as resourceful as possible in not only elevating your own life, but helping other people elevate their experience of life as well.